So when did you start Friends in Film?
So I started, I think it was June or July of 2018 is when
Okay.
I signed up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I turned 31, which is like 2016, I decided I wanted to be an actor and a screenwriter. So I started taking like writing classes and doing like local community theater productions to get experience. Um, but I didn't really know like where to go from there because I live in such a small town in Oklahoma. Um, and I was like submitting for extra roles when I could find them in films, but I wasn't really being selected for them. I was submitting to screenwriting competitions and spending a lot of money doing those, and I wasn't getting anywhere with them, and I was just so stuck and frustrated. And then I saw an ad on Facebook for Friends in Film that promised you could um, be a screenwriter or be an actor from wherever you live. So that's when I didn't really I wasn't sure I wanted to like work on film sets specifically until I saw that program and it promised to get me to where I wanted to go by working as a PA. So that was summer of 2018 was when I jumped into Friends in Film and then like started pursuing my film career. But now I love it. I've really like found my home on set.
And what are some of the shows that you've been able to work on?
The biggest ones, Minari was one of my first ones. I actually did the day on Bo Rat 2. I didn't know at the time because they were keeping it really, really hush hush. I didn't find out till after it came out that I worked the day on it. I did a film called Stillwater with Matt Damon and Abigail Breslin. I worked a week on Reservation Dogs. So yeah, those are some of the biggest ones.
A lot of feature films coming through Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's, more and more all the time, just so many.
Now, what's happened, everybody, is that Melissa has gotten on the radar of the people in production that work in that state, and they're like, oh, she's one of the good ones. So they keep calling her for feature films. How many shoots have you gotten hired on by sending in your resume?
Maybe just like the first few. I didn't even have to send one for Minari. So just like the first like very small shoots I did, and after that, people recommend me, and sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, can you send me your resume?" But it's very very rare.
Yeah,
Usually, I'm just recommended, and they're like, they bring me on.
exactly. It's what I'm always saying. Yes. We got to have a good resume, which is why we kind of work on the resume in the 20 shoot system, which is the very beginning part of this. Yeah, we got to have a resume just to show people that we know how to put together a resume. We put the tasks that we are doing on set on the resume. So they're like, oh, they have experience. Okay, they seem good. They got a decent resume here. I like them. That's all that's happening there. After that, it's all word of mouth.
I think I already kind of said it. Like the biggest thing I've learned from this program is just to say yes. If you get a job offer, even if it's not necessarily the department you want, just say yes because it could lead to could lead to where you want to be. Like when I worked on God's Not Dead as an office PA, even though I don't want to be in the office, I said yes to it. Our last week of filming, we filmed during a blizzard, and the wardrobe department couldn't make it in because of the snow. So me and the other office PA had to fill in for the wardrobe department. So, which is where I want to be is wardrobe. So I got the opportunity just because I was there. And I'm going to get a credit now for wardrobe assistant just because I was there and willing to jump in and do that for them. So you just never know like what opportunities are going to come up just because you're there and on set and available. Um, During some of those Lifetime films I helped on, I was working as a script supervisor and as wardrobe assistant. Um, and because I was there, sometimes they put me in as an extra or they put me in like a picture for a prop that they needed, or they put me in as a stand-in because I kind of looked like the main actor and she wasn't available. So I got a little bit of acting experience also, just because I was there and I was available and I was willing to jump in when they needed somebody. So if you get a chance to be on set at all in any capacity, just take it and jump at it. Tell people what you want to do, like be very open and honest about it. I get nervous telling people I want to be an actor because I'm still kind of training and I don't feel super comfortable with my acting skills yet. But I tell people I want to be an actor, and they'll put me in like as background or very, very small roles. And I get that experience that I would not have had otherwise if I hadn't told them what I actually want to do in film. And people remember what you want to do, and they'll recommend you for those things later on down the road. So you just have to be very honest with people.
As we get on these professional sets and we see the working actors and we talk to the directors and we, start living this life, it's totally fine to take your time to move into that area. You're making friends, you know. Melissa's making friends all the time that know that she's an actor and they just like her and they want to help her. And when she's ready to start to audition and to start getting some of these principal roles, then they're going to be like, "Oh, are you kidding me? Would love to help you." I mean, do you feel like you have these kind of relationships, like these kind of like you feel love towards people and
Yeah.
vice versa?
Oh yeah. And I have friends like all over the place now too. Like I have friends in LA, I have friends in New York, just and all these people know what I want to do in film now.